Well, goddamn. That's just great. Do you folks know that California universities say no more SAT and no more ACT tests? Huh. To think back, all that time I spent studying those SAT prep manuals that I stole from the university bookstore is no longer necessary. No tests to get in, no math requirements, no language requirements. You only have to promise, just promise, to learn at least one language sometime during your life, which will make some of these new no-test applicants monolingual. Huh. Thank the Lord they still require breathing. Can you imagine what the classrooms would smell like if they didn't? Ah. And the great irony of these new no test, no math, no English policies? Well, it's supposed to solve what they call systemic racism. Did they fuck this one up or what? You know who these policies benefit the most? Policy, yeah. The dimwit white kids out there spending all their time at the BLM riots or the Antifa sackings of cities. Yep, think about it. Have you seen those videos of BLM protesters out there beating people up and shooting people, stopping people from going home at night to their own fucking houses on their own fucking streets? Have you looked closely? You average out the melanin content of the average terrorist at a BLM event or an Antifa event, you got something from, I don't know, think kitchen colors or, modest bedroom, like an off-white to a bone white to a sandy white. Yeah. You take 9 virtue-signaling ignorant white kids and 1 token black, throw them into a paint shaker, and you don't get BLM colors. Nope. You know what white kids can't do? Or any kids, you know what kids can't do? When they spend all their time burning down cities and beating people up with bike locks and pipes? Study. When is the last time, ask yourself, when is the last time you saw an Antifa terrorist with a Molotov cocktail in one hand and an SAT prep manual in the other? Ain't gonna see that. No studying going on while you're beating up old ladies and throwing rocks at cops. No studying going on. These kids are shrewd. There is racism, and racist is all right. You know where you find them? BLM riots and Antifa city sackings. Them white kids are shrewd. Not smart, but shrewd. They know their SAT scores aren't gonna get them into a school that requires reading and, multiplication tables and the ability to speak in whole sentences, so they figured out the angle. Hey, guys, gather around. Let's go protest against the racist machine. Oh, we'll get enough attention. They'll drop the test score thing, because they'll fear being racist, and then we'll have a chance. Until I started rioting with the BLM and the Antifa, I had lost all hope. What do you say, fellas? I thought my combined SAT score of 43 would disqualify me. Let's do this. Hell, degrees ain't what they used to be. And they're getting worse. Now you get a degree that's been, degraded. Either you come out of engineering school being able to only design third world toilets or American airplanes. Now pretty much the same. Or you got some degree in the victimology of, sexually self-mutilating people that like riots and fires and body tattoos. That's about it now. Degrees these days are only some fraction of what they were. You know why that is? Because you got to share the certification with all the dolts that didn't take the tests and aren't going to take the tests coming up here. Oh, third world toilet designers and mechanical engineers who design jets now get the same degree and have to be offered the same job. Used to be one of them engineers could hire a bunch of people to sit on various toilet designs and test them out. The other engineer could run a supercomputer and design and calibrate all the monitoring systems in a space shuttle. But now they're both in the same classroom. And if the curriculum has to be averaged out for equal outcome, so as to ensure equal outcome, don't be surprised if we get space shuttles that go off course and explode in a ball of fire because they got outhouses hanging off the side, trailing a line of toilet paper on liftoff. That's what we're coming. That's what's going to happen here. No more tests. Fuck. But as if being dead from equal outcome of space design is not bad enough, it gets worse. It does. This one hits home. Apparently, everything at university is going to be equal outcome to out, or averaged out. Nobody gets more, nobody gets less. Hell, when I was at university, I used to get laid. I got laid. Now that they've got this equal outcome rule, you might only get partially laid. Apparently, the way it's going to work, in fact, it's already working now from what I hear. For example, you're getting laid, and some dude from EOE, Equal Outcome Enforcement, comes in while you're getting laid with a stopwatch, waving a big red flag and says, no, stop, that's all you get, that's it, no more. Then he waves some other dude in that doesn't know how to get laid and says, okay, the rest is yours. Oh, yeah, that seems fair. I guess this all was inevitable. The only way all them white kids spending all their time at BLM riots and the sacking of cities by Antifa would ever get into college anymore with average IQ or SAT scores of 43. Oh, no. You spend all your time yelling racist shit and burning shit down, you ain't got much time left for studying. Even I know that. And I'm not an engineer. Okay? You got to take some tests. You got to prove it. Well, we'll see how this works out. However, this is a frightening thing. I used to like to fly and drive and use trains and all that other stuff that used to get designed by qualified engineers. So now we got to wonder if the car we're driving is gonna explode or the plane we're flying in is gonna fall out of the fucking sky and burn up in a fireball. Oh, no tests to get your engineering degree? I can see it. Hey, Wilbur, we got some orders for some jets. Go down to Home Depot and pick up 2 white guys, 2 Mexicans, 2 blacks, and mix in an equal amount of others if they're there. And Wilbur, grab the smart-looking ones. The last batch of planes didn't work out so well. We've got to do better, okay? I'll tell you one thing. Here's an airline I ain't flying on. Nope, not gonna happen. Welcome aboard, passengers. This is your Equal Outcome captain speaking. I learned to fly at Equal Outcome Flying School. Today we will be flying on our Equal Outcome jet, which was designed by Equal Outcome engineers trained at the Jets? Yes, we can. Toilets too. School. Your in-plane meals today have been prepared by Equal Outcome food makers, graduates of the world-renowned Average Food School. We hope you enjoy your flight. We will probably land at our destination. Your Equal Outcome flight attendants will now give you your number for exiting the plane in case we don't land at our destination. Don't jump line. By the way, remember that your seat cushion floats. Thank you for flying with the Equal Outcome Flying Company. Fuck. I'm buying a bike.